We really, really want to thank you for your support. So joining us now, we actually have a super surprise special guest. About a couple of years back, I had the honor of sitting down with singer Susan Calloway, who sang Answers and, of course, Dragonsong. And she joins us now on the line. Susan, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
How are
you?
Oh my God! Sorry, we have a studio full of people who have to fanboy out here for a second.
Oh, that's so funny.
Susan, thank you for joining us here on Limit Break Radio. It's good to have you back on the program.
I love you.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be back. I appreciate you having me. And I understand that this is a very special day. That it's somebody's birthday today. Is that right?
Not today, but on the day that your artist cut comes out, it's my birthday.
Oh!
On the day it comes out? Well,
yes.
Hey, happy birthday,
Thank
Cal.
you. Off the record, I'm sure that was meant for me, so thank you for that, Susan.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't sure. Well, I can't tell who I'm talking to. I can't see
This
that.
is Callow. This
go.
is Callow. I'm the most
Callow.
handsome and charming
Hello.
of the crew.
Oh, no way.
Awesome. Yes, it's totally directed at you, of course, because I got
we have a
wind
sound
of it,
drop
so
of
that's
that.
awesome. So it's actually coming out on your birthday. Well, that's kind of nice.
That's awesome.
You see, I picked that on purpose.
Hey, there you go.
It's canon.
There you
I'm
go.
a favorite around here.
So, Susan, you excited the FF14 community a couple of weeks ago when you dropped this image, and now we know that it's going to be the artist's cut of Answers that's going to be coming out, of course, on Callow's birthday. So tell us a little bit about the song. What kind of instrumentation was involved? What kind of differences are we going to be seeing with this new version of Answers?
Hearing.
Well, I really felt like it was time to do this because a lot of the fans know I'm a singer, of course, because I've done so many, I've done 3 audio CDs now, and I've been on the game, and then I do all the touring with Distant Worlds with the concert tour, which is great, and I've gotten to meet so many fans that way. But a lot of the fans still aren't really understanding the bigger picture of Susan Calloway, like who I am as an artist, and I'm actually a singer-songwriter, which is sort of how I started in the business, and I've had, I put out a record a few years back. It's been a while since I put out something on my own, and, I really wanted to do something where I could take my experience with Final Fantasy and take some of the beautiful songs that I have so enjoyed singing and kind of putting them through my grid as an artist of as a singer-songwriter and as a music producer and an instrumentalist of myself, because I'm actually a classically trained pianist and stuff. And again, that at the shows, a lot of fans don't really think of me that way or even know I have that side. And
right.
So what I'm really excited about is giving you guys something this is kind of what I came up with with me and my piano, and that's what's going to be neat about it. And I think the fans are going to really like it because I know there's such an appreciation for classical instigated type music, and this is definitely a more pop version.
That's cool.
So I think that'll be sort of fun because a lot of the stuff with Final Fantasy is so traditional in its production,
right?
Which I think is fine, but wow, why not bring it into modern times, and make it something that's a little hipper and a little more, something you'd hear on the radio. And what's been kind of neat is even the people that have worked on the song a little bit, that have heard it, that are not from Final Fantasy, have said, "Wow, this is awesome! I could hear this in a film, or I could hear it, in a, just playing on the radio." Now, with other music that's out. So that's kind of cool to me because I think Final Fantasy is so great. Why not bring the music into, a more contemporary setting?
Right. That's so exciting too. And yeah, given your background as an artist is much more rooted in rock and roll and in pop music. So I'm really excited to hear, your personal take on the song. And it's cool to know that it's going to be, way more pop influence. That's really awesome.
It is. And we didn't get crazy with it. I mean, my thought process with it too is I still wanted to kind of capture still the mood of the song, because obviously the song appears in the game in a spot where there's a lot of intense things going on. It's not, and I understand enough of the storyline that, it's a difficult, situation that, this song kind of enters into. And I wanted to capture that in almost a different way. Instead of, making it so grandiose, almost thinking of it almost in a, I don't know, just more in a heartfelt way. Like at the end of the day, when you're really thinking about something that's happened, how you might really think about it if you were alone, and, you know, just contemplating what had happened. And so, I mean, I'm hoping that, you know, the fans will appreciate that it's just like another, you know, expression of the tune without losing the intent, you know?
Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to reach a more personal level with it, which I think would be absolutely perfect for that song.
By the sound of that, it sounds almost like what maybe how the Free Company leaders or the City Nation leaders would have felt about the events of what was going on. That's really cool to me.
Yeah.
I've been spazzing out over this song ever since I heard you were going to be making one. Like, I'm so excited for this.
Oh, yay!
Like my husband doesn't hear the end of it. I'm like, because I mean, it's one of his favorite songs, and it's one of my favorite sons, and I have it like on, I think maybe 5 or 6 different mixed CDs that I have in my car.
She starts singing it every time we stream together.
I sing it. I sang it last night on stream, didn't I?
You did.
I did.
That's awesome.
And I really love to sing, so I'm like, okay, this is gonna be really awesome because it's just Susan, which is gonna be a lot easier for me to sing without, like, you know, the whole big chorus and whatever else going on.
Well, I think people like it. I think it's, I mean, we'll see what the fans say. Obviously, the jury's out until until next week. But I appreciate you guys helping me get the word out, too, because, I mean, obviously we're doing what we can to do online to let fans know that this will be available, and I'm so excited to get the reactions of everybody. And listen, if this goes well, I'll do more songs like this for you guys, because I'd love to. And then, you know, I do have some of my music coming out. I mean, I'm working on a full CD right now my plan is to have that out this fall. But I'm, in the meantime, going to be, you know, releasing some singles, and hopefully this will get everybody excited about that record too, you know? So,
absolutely.
There'll be some more surprises.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's more surprises, and so
it's a perfect way to expose FF14 fans to what you do normally on your records, and I think that is that, you know, that's a super cool opportunity right there. So
awesome.
Susan, is this just you playing on the song, or who did you have playing the instruments?
Wouldn't you like to know? No, I'm just kidding. Well, it is a lot me. I mean, I don't want to give away all the surprises of it, but it's centered around the piano.
Okay.
And I have we cut it in my house, which is kind of fun. I have an amazing Grammy Award-winning producer I work with named Gerard Smerrick. He's worked with some of the best, you know, stars in the business, everyone from Kid Rock to Aretha Franklin to Bob Seger to New Radicals, you know, down the list of people. Natalie Merchant, you know, but he's actually the one that my partner in crime with all this stuff. But it's centered around piano, and then of course my voice is the other big thing. We really wanted to make this about the voice, you know, so that's obviously the main feature of it. With not a ton of bells and whistles, but there is some other instrumentation. You know, there's some electronic textures in there. There's also cello and violin, which I had a couple friends from the DSO.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
You have no idea. I'm so excited for this.
So excited.
It's great.
Yeah, and I think the violin player I'm working with, actually, she's going to be a part of my project, and her name is Sonia Lee, and she's, you know, a Juilliard grad, first chair violinist at the DSO, just fantastic musician, and really loves my pop music, and she's got a real pop side.
Oh, wow.
You know, that she really likes to. So I'm really trying to integrate some of the orchestral elements, but more, you know, again, in a more, you know, it's kind of like, I always tell everybody, it's kind of like Adele meets Florence and the Machines is kind of my vibe, you know.
It's going to be fantastic.
There's kind of, you know, that kind of a vibe. So
absolutely,
hopefully everyone will love it, and, you know, I'm excited about it. So
I'm confident that everyone will love it, and there's been some serious excitement ever since that first tweet dropped. The "all of my children" image, that was a nice teaser. We all knew.
Oh, thank you.
We all knew. We were like, oh, it's time to get excited. It's time.
Well, I knew you guys would love games because it's a gaming community.
Absolutely.
You're gonna want a game, right?
Absolutely.
I'm just so happy.
Absolutely. So, real quick before, you know, Susan, I'm sure that you're very busy, but I did want to ask. I did want to ask about recording Dragonsong for Heavensward, because we were all really, really excited when we saw Susan Calloway returning to voice Dragonsong, and
Sure.
What was that experience? I mean, getting to work with Uematsu again, that must have just been super exciting.
Asks
Susan to sing us a few lines?
Listen, I love working with Naboo. I mean, he's become a dear friend, and he's just, the thing that I appreciate about him the most is not even beyond his great talent, is he's just a great guy. I mean, he's just a really sweet, down-to-earth person, and he really appreciates what I do. He's always wanting me to bring, like, what I would do to it, because he likes my music, too, and that's one of the reasons this has been a great partnership with he and I, because he really wants me to bring my artistry to what he's doing. He's not like, and some composers don't do that. They're very limiting. They want you to just do this and just the way I've written it or whatever. And he's not like that. And his music is, he really wants it to be passionate and to bring that emotion to it. And I think that's another thing. Because, I mean, the fans can see that when they go to a show, like how Naboo is. I mean, he's so silly and he's so passionate about what he does. And
that's incredible.
He so appreciates and he just appreciates the fans so much. And he's like that personally, too. And I think, we've even tossed around the idea of doing a tour together, so we'll see. We'll see if anything would happen. But we've
Be still, my gentle heart.
He's been doing. Yeah, because he's got his band now. He's been doing stuff, and that's it's a little bit. I mean, it's real different than the kind of music I'm doing, but it's still a similar fan base. So we've thought about that, and we'll see. It's not. Which just again, I'm not announcing anything. I'm just saying it's been something that's been tossed around.
So that's exciting.
We're in different countries, so
that's exciting.
Much to coordinate.
That's definitely super exciting to hear, and that's awesome. Like I said, everyone was so excited to see you returning back for Dragonsong, and of course the song itself is incredible and dynamic, just like Answers was, and it really did showcase your voice very beautifully. So
thank you. I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah,
I know we were really grateful the fans responded to it, because it is a real different song, and you never know like how people are gonna.
I would love to,
and I was very flattered they asked me again.
On a personal level, I would love to see that added to the Distant Worlds lineup. That would be.
Oh God, yes.
Oh my God, yes, please.
That would be so.
Well,
cool.
we did it in Chicago. We had a big show we just did in Chicago.
No kidding.
The day after Christmas, and we performed it live for the first time.
So, that is so. I didn't even hear about that.
It will be. Yeah, so it will be something that I think is done, but I think. Distant Worlds has done so much touring the last few years. I think what I sort of see happening is, you can't return to a city too frequently, you have to kind of let some time go by before you play there again, and I think right now, like, I don't have anything even booked right now this year, but that could change, because that often does. But
hasn't been to Washington, D.C. in a while.
Yeah, they haven't. I know. So who knows, like, I don't know what's going to be happening, but there's different branches, because, Naboo's doing that piano opera tour right now with Final Fantasy, and he's doing that, and, and then I know he's doing his other thing with his band, and, so I mean, and I think Arnie's actually really focusing more on that intimate, which is more of a chamber thing, which there's no singing at all. So
yes.
I mean, and then that's where I kind of go, well, maybe I should just do a tour and do Susan Calloway and just do my, but again,
yes.
Well, Susan,
I would be there.
Limit Breaking Music is looking for acts, so we could use some live talent on the show.
Awesome. Well, this would be the path to that, though. And again, I always put myself in the fans' hands. If you guys want this, then help me spread the word and let's make it happen, because I can't do this without you guys, and supporting me, and I so appreciate that. Even the fans that are listening right now, your support, it means everything to me, because I can't, obviously, my success, lives or dies on, you guys purchasing the CD or the download, whatever's out there, and then, creating a demand for me to tour, because I would love to do that. I just have to be able to afford to, So
there you go, guys.
All that helps.
Take to Twitter and share the music, and let Susan know that there's a demand for her to come to your hometown. Yeah. So
did I just blow your mind?
Yeah, because I'd love to do it. So.
Susan, I don't know if you can see our Twitch chat, but you're getting a lot of love and support in the Twitch chat right now. They have been freaking out ever since you came on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Speaking of touring and performances too, has there been any whispers of whether or not we might see you out at a certain FanFest in Las Vegas in October?
Well, the good thing about this FanFest is that I have much advance notice, which sometimes I don't. I have gotten a lot of, there's a London FanFest going on in March, and they really wanted me to come, but I didn't, you need a little more notice to go to London, because it's a more expensive trip. So, I think there's a chance for that. I mean, that's another thing I'm working on is maybe doing, a fan fest kind of, making myself available for some of the fan fests and maybe doing like a show while I'm there, have a concert event where we can do a concert and a meet and greet and hang out with the fans. And I'd love to do that.
Susan, let me tell you something. This year is actually the 10-year anniversary of Limit Break Radio starting up. We're gonna, we're making significant efforts to all be out at FanFest. I think if there was a show or anything, I think that it would be awesome if we could direct all of the LB Army out to that show. We had a great after party out there last year, and sadly enough, the venue that we had it at closed. But we were able to get almost 100 people out to a club. It was a lot of people, and it would be so much fun if maybe we could merge those two things. That would be really cool. That'd be awesome. That would be fantastic.
Let's try to pursue that because I think it'd be great. And right about that time too, hopefully my record would be out, which would be great timing. To have something new to give the fans, and I think it'd be great. So
there you go.
Let's shoot for that. We've got our work cut out for us, everybody.
That's right. So get excited for FanFest. I think this is something to get excited about. And of course, thank you for your time, Susan. I have to ask you.
My pleasure.
I have to ask you though before we let you go. Is it possible if we could get you to sing a few bars? Is that possible? Is there any remote possibility?
Do it, dude.
Just the first line of answers for maybe the first two lines. I don't know. Let's see how many we can do.
Sure, why not? I'll sing a couple lines for you. All right, you ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
To all of my children in whom I sow abundance, to all of my children in whom death has passed his judgment, the soul yearns for honor, and the flesh the hereafter. Look to those who walk before, to lead those who walk after. There you go.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh, you are so amazing.
That's
that is
excellent.
flipping out right now.
That was such a treat. Thank you so much, Susan.
You're so welcome, you guys. Love you. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you guys.
Thank
you. Have a good Sunday. And
yes.
I'll come on your show anytime.
Oh,
I really support what you guys are doing.
Thank you, Susan.
Awesome.
Thank you. We support you. Susan Calloway, singer of course, Answers and Dragonsong. Little performance of Answers there for you guys.
I love you, Susan.
Thank you so much, Susan, for coming on and letting us know about the artist version of Answers that's going to be coming out in a week, guys.
Greatest conversation ever.
Did that just happen?
That just happened.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I'm like crying.
Oh
God! Like
deep breaths.
Cal is walking over to me. Ow! Hey, you're supposed to pinch yourself.
Okay,
you
guys,
idiot.
this is real life.
Oh wow!
Oh my gosh!
So you heard it first, guys. I think FanFest is definitely an event to get super hyped for.
It's canon. We're doing an event with Susan Calloway.
It's canon. The Answers cut is my birthday present.
Oh, guys! Oh, that was awesome.
Crying.
That was awesome.
No, me too.
Oh, would you?
Damn it!
Have we arrived? We've arrived.
Would you relax?
Failing podcast.
Everyone in this room is at half mast, even Nika.
Guys,
Not denying it.
Literally every single person who listens to this show, downloads this show, listens live, if you're hearing this, you absolutely have to pick up the artist version of Answers that's coming out next week. We'll have links to it all over our website at limitbreakradio.com. Huge shout out to Kooky Persona for setting up that interview.
Oh God, Kooky,
knocking it out of the park with that one. Thank you so much, Kook, for setting that up. And again, huge shout out to Susan Calloway, dropping some bombs there. The potential of a.
She said she'd love to do a thing with us.
I know. Well, yeah, but there's also the potential that she might be touring with Nobuo.
Did you, how she just casually said his name? Oh yeah, Nobuo.
Yeah.
Like no big deal. Like when we talk about him, it's Nobuo Uematsu.
That's right.
You could almost like in her voice, she was like, "Wait, was I supposed to say that?" Whatever.
Fuck it. That was cool. That was so cool.
Seriously, Kooky. Like when we first quote unquote hired Kooky, she's like, oh yeah, this is what I want to do for a living, so it'd be cool to get like some resume stuff, right? We're never letting you go, Kooky.
Yeah.
You don't get to go anywhere else.
That's
you
right.
are stuck with us.
That's right. Oh no, that was so awesome. Thank you so much to Susan for stopping by the stream.